Hello, and welcome to another thought-provoking episode of Bar Unleashed. I am your host, Órisánikè Arogundade. Today, we will be delving into a very controversial topic, the movement of the Nigerian Bar Association Annual General Congress from Port Harcourt to Enugu. Also, the request of the refund of the sum of 300 million naira by the sole administrator of Rivers State from the leadership of the Nigerian Bar Association. Joining me on this episode is a distinguished Barrister Femi Olayinka. You're very much welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, Órisánikè. It's a pleasure being here, and good afternoon, viewers.
So, Barrister Olayinka, for those who may not be fully aware, can you walk us through the initial decision to hold the Nigerian Bar Association Annual General Congress in Port Harcourt and what informed the sudden relocation to Enugu?
Okay, this is it. Usually the conference is rotated between the north, that's the Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, Lagos and Port Harcourt for security reasons over time.
Okay.
Usually, before now, I think it's been a national thing, going to all the states of the Federation. But in recent times, it has been restricted to just those three states, FCT, Lagos, and Port Harcourt. So yes, Lagos hosted the conference in 2024, and by virtue of that rotation, Port Harcourt is to host in 2025. Well, the reasons for the change in venue is best known to them. I think it boils down to the issue of state of emergency declared in Rivers State, a whole lot of political issues, as it were.
Okay.
So I think that's pretty much the reason why they had to move the conference venue from Port Harcourt now to Enugu, so that it remains within the same zone.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So was this movement a product of a consensus from the NEC, or was it an executive decision? Like, were all relevant stakeholders adequately consulted?
Well, I don't know what you mean by stakeholders. I am not a member of the National Executive Committee of NBA, nor a branch executive at any point now. But then I want to believe I'm a critical stakeholder in NBA by virtue of the fact that I've been a member of this association for 19 years, paying my practicing fee, my branch dues, and every other fee payable. So, critically speaking, I think I'm a stakeholder. That being said, I remember I stumbled on something, more like an opinion poll, where questions were asked as to the number of members that wanted the venue to remain as Port Harcourt and those that wanted a different venue. So I remember I voted on the opinion poll, insisting I prefer having it in Port Harcourt. I don't know, till date, the result of that opinion poll has not been publicized.
Okay.
So we wouldn't know if it's a personal issue between the leadership of the Nigerian Bar Association and the sole administrator in Rivers State, as it were. I don't know if it's a personal issue, but till date I know the result of the opinion poll has not been made public. So it's neither here nor there as to if stakeholders were carried along. I'm not sure.
Okay. Now to the pressing issue, the request for a 300 million naira refund. What do we know about this request so far, and under what legal or moral justification could such a refund be considered?
Okay, I think this is quite an interesting one, so to say. Apart from the morality or the moral issue involved in this, I think we should take it up from a particular point. Did the leadership of the Nigerian Bar Association at any time ever declare to we, the members, now I say we, the stakeholders, that a donation of 300 million naira was made by the governor of Rivers State? Was there any such disclosure? I am not aware. And I also want to presume that most people are not also aware that any such donation was made in the first place. That being said, we must also look at it from the moral point of view. Yes, I've listened to the NBA president the what's it called now? The official communication issued by the Nigerian Bar Association to the effect that the donation was a free will donation. But I beg to differ.
Okay.
I beg to differ in the sense that there are 36 states in Nigeria. Except it, I would assume it's a free will donation if the leadership of the Nigerian Bar Association can come out boldly to tell us that as of today, more than one state has made such donation to the Nigerian Bar Association in respect of the upcoming conference. If that is the case, then I agree that it is, in fact, a donation. But if the donation was made solely by Rivers State government, then I say, from all intents and purposes, it is a hosting right.
Okay.
And if the venue has suddenly changed by reasons best known to the leadership of the Nigerian Bar Association, then refund their money. I think, morally speaking, it's even right that you refund it. Morally speaking.
Okay.
It was paid to the Nigerian Bar Association in respect of the conference. That, oh, you've brought this conference to us, this is our support. If you are not having the conference in their place again, then pay. Make a refund. At any rate, I also feel the Nigerian Bar Association also jumped the gun. You are challenging the legality or otherwise of the declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers. The matter is in court. Why not wait and let the court make a decision? Let the court deliver a judgment. Then we will know if it is legal or not. But as today, it is our word against theirs. It's in court. Let the court deliver judgment, and then all parties will know what is right and what is wrong.
Before moving the so-called
I think,
conference.
for me, I think we, the Nigerian Bar Association, really jumped the gun.
Okay. So with such a large scale of relocation, what financial implication does this have on NBA's budget and on individual members who has made travel arrangements for Port Harcourt?
Yeah, thank you. I honestly don't know what financial implication it has to NBA, because to the best of my knowledge, they haven't really lost anything.
Okay.
To the best of my knowledge. Yes, they can tell us, they may tell us they've done logistics and all whatnot, but I'm not sure they've incurred any real financial loss. As against members,
yeah.
I want to assure you that if the venue of this conference was stated as Enugu at the time of registration, I can assure you that so many people may not have registered for the conference. That is the fact. I, for one, I may not have registered for the conference. Why? For reasons best known to me, and probably for security reasons. I would have preferred having it in Port Harcourt as against Enugu. That being said, I know a lot of members have made plans and commitments towards accommodation and flight. It's a common knowledge that booking your flight well in advance makes it cheaper.
Of course.
As a matter of fact, I was almost booking for on Airpeace just 2-3 days to the day the change in venue was announced by the NBA. So I know, apart from myself, I know a whole lot of people had made plans and bookings. The same thing goes for hotel reservation, transportation and everything. So if you talk about the financial implication on members, I think members stand to lose a lot in terms of this relocation. For NBA, I don't know, they have the money. At least we've only gotten to hear about the 300 million they got from Rivers State. How many other states have made donations? We don't know. So for me, I don't think they've incurred any loss. Strictly speaking.
You're very right there. I agree with you. there. Yeah. So, okay. So, what would you say that the due process of auditing or reviewing financial transaction has been followed in this case? And would you say, are there red flags that the general bar should be aware of?
In terms of this relocation?
Yes.
Well, has there ever been a time that the activities of Nigerian Bar Association has been carried out or operated in a transparent manner? Yes, they tell us it's transparent. Yes, we get the figures in the audited report. But you and I are Nigerians and we know exactly what it is. So for me, the saying is that he who comes to equity must come with clean hands.
Yes.
For us as lawyers, transparency must start with us.
Yes.
For us to call those in government, to call them and make them accountable. We must have exhibited a near perfect level of transparency. I say again, few things are involved here. Let's go back to your first question. If the Nigerian Bar Association is saying that the 300 million naira donated by Governor Sim Fubara was just a donation and it was not tied to the hosting of the conference in Port Harcourt, that means other governors would have made such donations. That is it. So, how much have they donated? How many promissory notes do they have? Let's put this together. What has the NBA generated? I think I read a press release issued by the Conference Planning Committee on the 1st of April, detailing the number of members that have registered as early bird.
Okay.
As at of course, the early bird registration closed on the 31st of March.
31st of March, yes.
I think close to 10,000 members had registered as at 11:59 p.m. on the 31st of March.
And registration is still ongoing.
Yes, of course. That's just for the early bird. And for early bird, I remember vividly that I saw about 10,000 members haven't registered for the conference. Now, this cut across both the 0 to 4 years, the 5 to 9, the different classification. And you know the fees are not the same.
They are not the same, exactly.
For all of them. Now, how many more people are going to register between the 1st of April and the 31st of July? Then how many people are going to do on-site registration, which is so expensive?
Yeah.
So I think we should call for more transparency. Honestly, we should. I know the leadership of the Nigerian Bar Association may have their misgivings about this, but the truth is we should call for more transparency. We should call for more transparency on the part of the Nigerian Bar Association.
Interesting. In your own view, what has been the general reaction from members of the bar, especially young lawyers and stakeholders from the original intended host branch?
Well, I think it's been a mixed reaction, so to say.
Okay.
If I'm from Enugu State, for instance, if I'm an indigene of Enugu State, for instance, I think I would be happy that my state is hosting the conference. Since that will afford me the opportunity of seeing my extended family back in Enugu.
Obviously.
If you are talking about the reactions, of course, the people from the southeast or states that are quite close to Enugu State will definitely see it as, well, it's a plus for them. But moving on, the reaction has been, like I said, it's been mixed. Some of us feel we've been tricked into registering because we felt Port Harcourt was going to be the venue, but now it's changed, and of course, there's no way we can call for a refund of the conference fee, the conference participation fee that we paid. There's no way we can call for it. So generally, it's been a mixed reaction, so to say. And then I'm looking at some other factors too. The airport at Enugu, is it primed to handle the number of flights that will be moving in? Yeah, we know. I've always known that Port Harcourt Airport is always a very busy airport. I think I've used the airport a couple of times, and I know it's quite busy.
Yeah.
I also know Lagos. If you are flying from Lagos, the busiest route here is Port Harcourt and Abuja.
Yes.
That's most flights, most of the announcements you get to hear at the airport, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Abuja. So I know those two are very busy air routes. Now, is the Enugu airport primed to handle this? Are they going to have to divert flights? How many flights commute on this flight route between Lagos and Enugu on daily basis? Can they handle the number of persons? Now, for the records, the Lagos branch of the Nigerian Bar Association has over 12,000 members. Okay. I think I was able to glean that from the what's it called now? The list of accredited voters.
Okay.
The last some 2 years ago.
Okay.
When they published the list. I
And
know
it will be
Lagos.
more than,
Yeah,
because
that was of course.
Yes,
How
because we
many
have
people have?
new weeks now.
So Lagos has more than 12,000 members. I think Ikeja has about 8,000. Not talking about, of course, my own branch, the Ekpe branch. You also have Ikorodu, you have Badagry, you have Surulere, which is all, and now you have Etiosa.
Yes.
So, given at least more than 1,000 or 2,000 members out of 23,000 lawyers in Lagos, I know more than 3,000 will be going to Enugu.
Yes.
Now, is there any logistics in place
To accommodate?
to even move? Let's even move to Enugu first. Have they put logistics in place to transport us from Lagos to Enugu? Is the airport going to hire additional flights? Will Max here reroute most of the flights from Kano and Abuja to fly Enugu to Lagos to Enugu during that period? So that's why I said it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. That is it. It's a whole lot. So, well, I think, like I said, the reaction mixed. Some are happy, some may not be too pleased.
Some may not be too.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So, in your own view, like, has there been a precedent for relocating an annual congress of this magnitude on such short notice, and what impact might this have on future congress planning?
Yes, talking about precedent on relocating the conference venue, I think it wasn't relocation per se.
Okay.
But then I know up to recently, some few years back, I know we're having our conference in almost all the states of the Federation, like I said earlier.
Yes.
I know so many states have hosted the conference. The choice of Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Abuja has just been down to security concerns. Yeah, that being said, I know there were times when a venue would have been muted that, this state will be hosting this, that the hosting right will be between these 1, 2, 3 states, and of course for security reasons they may have to move it. But then I'm not sure of any at this short notice. Yeah, I know the next meeting, they were moving it around that point till very recently when they had to stick to a particular venue. But for the conference, none that I can remember.
Okay.
And of course, if there's been anyone, it has to be down to security concerns. If the issue we are discussing here is security issues, of course, nobody will be making any meal out of this.
Out of it, of course.
But then it's not security, it's just political. And well, we all are permitted to have our political leanings.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So do you think this incident presents an opportunity for reforming the planning and finance structure of the MBA's events? And if yes, what reform would you propose?
Let me take it from the financing. I think if you keep going about this issue of finance, you just want to see my teeth outside at all points.
Okay.
I want to believe that the Nigerian Bar Association that I know, that I have been a member of, has enough finances.
More than enough.
Has enough finances to plan and successfully execute a conference.
Okay.
So I don't see any reason why we should be going up and down. Yes, I know there will be donations.
Of course.
There's always been donations. There will always be donations. Let's be guided by the fact that all states of the Federation have attorneys general.
Yes.
And by virtue of that, the attorneys general are members of the inner bar by virtue of their position. So they are close to the corridor of power in NBA. And if I'm the Attorney General of Kogi State, for instance, I think it's quite easy for me to walk up to my governor and say, okay, Your Excellency, sir, our conference, other states have made donations, what are we giving? Of course, it's my primary constituency. The Nigerian Bar Association is my primary constituency as a lawyer. So, like I said, I want to believe the Nigerian Bar Association has enough to successfully plan and execute a conference.
Okay.
Of course, I know they have enough to do that. Then there's another side to the question.
Okay, the question was like, do you think this incident presents an opportunity for reforming the planning and financial structure of the NBA's event? And if yes, what reforms would you propose? That's the other part of the question.
The
What
financial part of this event has always been taken care of. So I don't think they need any reforms, because if you're talking about reforms now, you're probably telling them to increase the conference fee again. And at last, we are going to be the ones to bear the burden. So for me, NBA should leave it as it is. They have enough finance to plan and execute. That being said, on the frontier of planning, I know for a fact that yes, they had good plans for this conference. Really, when Barrister Femi Olayinka was sworn in as president of Nigerian Bar Association, I remember one of the first things he did at the beginning of his administration, like I think a week or so into his administration, was to constitute these committees. And the committee carefully, the annual general conference committee, carefully set out their fees and set their plans in motion. So I know they have a very good plan. I know they have a very good plan towards the conference. I would not take that away from the administration.
Yes.
I've only said the declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers, we all know it's strictly political.
Yes.
And it can, the administration, of course, in the leadership of Barrister Femi Olayinka, may have their own misgivings about the declaration. I'm still of the opinion that till the court says otherwise, the declaration of state of emergency in Rivers remains legal. Till the court states otherwise. For me, it remains legal, and whoever is at the helm of affairs at the time of the conference must declare the conference open.
Open, exactly.
I think that was part of the issue they had, that in a constitutional democracy, why should we have a sole administrator who was not validly elected, addressing of course, and there's no way the governor or whoever is acting in that capacity will not be at the venue to declare the conference open.
They'll be there.
So I think that was the issue.
Yes.
In fact, I remember vividly that was the first thing that came up.
Yes.
Right. So for me, they have enough funds. In the area of planning, yes, they planned well. Well, I think what my final comment on that would be that we should, as lawyers, can we move away from partisan politics? If there's a sole administrator in place, let me say this: if God forbid, if there's a military coup today, and there are military administrators in all states, are you saying the military administrator in the respective states will not address the opening conference of the opening? They would not declare the conference open in the states? Were there no conferences, the NBA conferences, during the military era? Of course, there were conferences. They had conference, the NBA conference held.
Wow.
Who declared it open? The military administrator.
Whoa.
So, like I said, we should move away from partisan politics. We should move away from it.
So, on a final note, what message would you like to send to members of the bar who feel confused or disillusioned by the recent developments?
Well, my final shot on that is the conference is, luckily it holds during the court vacation.
Yes.
So it's more of a jamboree for all of us.
Oh, exactly.
Not taking anything away from the seriousness involved in the conference. But then I know over the years that it's been a jamboree of some sort for all of us. So my advice, let's go to Enugu and enjoy what Enugu has to offer. Yes, for me, I think I've kind of gotten a balance between the southeast, the south-south, and of course the southwest.
Okay.
Not taking anything away from my north central, where I hail from. So let's go to the southeast. Yes, we've had Port Harcourt. Now let's go to the southeast and enjoy what they have. Enjoy the oppa, enjoy the pepper soup. Yes, it's a jamboree.
Okay.
It's also a blessing in disguise. Let's go there and enjoy it. So I know so many of my friends that have not been to any place in the southeast. So this is going to afford everybody opportunity. Let's see It doesn't have to be Lagos, Abuja. Let's go to Enugu
Yes.
and
See what Enugu has
and
to
see
offer.
what Enugu has to offer. And I can assure you that Enugu offers us a lot. Yeah, Enugu is also it's a very beautiful place. I have been there. I attest to the fact that it is a very beautiful place. So let's go to Enugu and enjoy Enugu. That's it.
Interesting. Thank you so much, Barrister Femi, for your time. We really appreciate your discussion.
It's a pleasure.
It has really been a wonderful time with you. Thank you so much.
Same here. Thank you, viewers. And I think, like I said, let's go to Enugu. Let's go and enjoy Enugu. Thank you so much.
So it's been a wonderful time on this episode. Thank you for staying tuned to the program. Do well to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And if you want us to discuss any topic, you can send in your topic and we can consider it for a discussion. Thank you for tuning in to the program. Until we see you again on the next episode, I remain your host, Órisánikè Arogundade. See you on the next episode. Till then, stay informed, stay empowered.